Where's north from here?
Alright trainers, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are fast approaching, and ever since their reveal, there's been something eating away at me. What will our rival's team be? Now we know our rival will be getting the opposite Pokemon to the version we choose as his starter. So for example, if you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, your rival will have Eevee and vice versa. But what about the rest of his team? Well, I think our choice of version should affect that as well. The rivals team in Pokemon Yellow is often overlooked because we're all too familiar with Blue's iconic team from Red and Blue. Now Blue's team changes depending on the starter you choose, but in Yellow the rivals team, who we're going to call Gary just for the sake of ease, and that is his default name to be fair, chooses his team depending on how well you fare against him in previous battles. If you defeat him at Professor Oak's lab and then again on Route 22 the first time around, he'll evolve his Eevee into Jolteon. If he beats you in both of those battles, or if he beats you at the lab and you skip the Route 22 battle, he'll go with Vaporeon, and if you beat him in one of those battles and either lose or skip the other one, he'll go with Flareon. What his Eevee evolves into then impacts the rest of his team. Now he will always have Sandslash, Alakazam and Exeggutor, and he'll always have an Electric, Water and Fire trio to represent the evolutions. If he has Jolteon, he'll also have Cloyster and Ninetales. If he has Vaporeon, he'll have Ninetales and Magneton, and if he has Flareon, he'll have Magneton and Cloyster. I love these teams and the way that they're chosen. It's just so typical of Gary's personality from the anime, which, don't forget, Pokemon Yellow version is based off the anime. For a start, he's got a Sandslash to straight up counter Pikachu, and two of the most strongest Psychic types in the game. And don't forget, in Gen 1, Psychic was ridiculously overpowered. Then he evolves his Eevee depending on how you battle against him. If you beat him loads when you first start out, he goes with Jolteon because it's the best counter to Pikachu, being resistant to its electric attacks. He picks Vaporeon if he beats you all the time to rub it in your face and prove that he can still beat you even with a type disadvantage. And Flareon is level footing to show that you're equal and that in some way he respects you as a rival. Then he just fills the remaining two slots with type coverage. Now I think it's safe to say that the rivals team in Let's Go Pikachu will be chosen exactly the same way. It will be the same team and his Eevee will evolve depending on the same situation, so depending on how well you battle against him at the start of the game. The real question is, what will the rivals team be on Let's Go Eevee? Your rival will have Pikachu, and unless the Gorochu rumors suddenly become true, his only option is to evolve it into Raichu. Now, you may be thinking, so North, just give him the Jolteon team from Let's Go Pikachu, but replace Jolteon with Raichu. And yeah, you're probably right, that is, in fact, I would put money on that being the case. That is what his team will be. But just think how boring that would be. Why give players of Let's Go Pikachu a diverse rival with 3 teams that could be completely different every time you play the game, but shortchange people who get Let's Go Eevee, aka me, with just one set team every single time? I think it'd be amazing if the rivals team in Let's Go Eevee was just completely different. He'd still have the same types and things like that, but the Pokemon he uses would be different except for Exeggutor and Alakazam. We've got to keep some consistency there. Now obviously he'd have Raichu as his starter, so he would have a Water and a Fire type Pokemon as well. But instead of Ninetales for his Fire type, I think he should get Arcanine. Think about it. Ninetales is exclusive to Let's Go Eevee, so the rival has it on Let's Go Pikachu. Arcanine is exclusive to Let's Go Pikachu, so he should have it on Let's Go Eevee. They're also counterparts to each other, so it works in that respect as well. Then instead of Cloyster, I think he should have another 2-stage water type Pokemon, maybe Kingler, because I've always seen Kingler as a counterpart to Cloyster. Then again, he could have Dugong, so it shares the same typing as Cloyster. They're both water and ice types. But I'd prefer Kingler, I think it just fits better. Then his final team member should be something to give him an advantage over Eevee, like how Sandslash has over Pikachu. And I think Primeape would be a great candidate for this. It's a pure fighting type, so it's not immune to normal like how Ground is immune to electric, but it is super effective against it. And in Generation 1, the Sandshrew and Mankey families are version exclusives in opposite games, Sandshrew on blue and Mankey on red. Well, Sandshrew and Sandslash are now exclusive to Let's Go Pikachu, so it wouldn't surprise me if Mankey and Primeape end up being version exclusives to Let's Go Eevee. That would make it so your rival has 2 version exclusives, one you can get and one you can't get, on both his Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee teams. So, what team do you think the rival is going to have in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee? Would it be the same? Would it be different? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to see more videos from me. You can also follow me on Twitter and join the Some Northern Guy Discord server. Both are great ways to keep up with what I'm doing, and links to both of them are down in the description. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, thanks very much for watching, keep training, and have a good one. See you later.